What's going on, guys? Welcome back to American Truck Simulator. Today I am back in the FLB. I've been wanting to drive this one for a while, but a couple trucks came out and decided to do those first, and now I'm finally back, and it's almost perfect timing because Lucasi came out with this setup here, Blue Envy, for the FLB and trailer skin combo. You will need, obviously, the FLB, duh, but you also need the 3000R utility trailer pack here. Now, this thing came up multiple versions, so you can have that aircon unit back there painted however you want. There's multiple versions here. I even got the trailer tail on this one, side skirts. There's even a non-reefer style if you wanted to go that route as well. So this is kind of your opportunity here to go ahead and have your own custom trailer if you wanted it. Otherwise, doing it yourself. You don't own the trailer, obviously. I know that's a gripe that many people have. But if you don't feel like doing the company thing and hauling a company trailer or something, here's your opportunity. I do not see many of these out there on the mod sites or on Steam, for that matter, where this is located. In fact, all three of these items are on Steam, but I do not see many of these out there. Trailer or tractor trailer combo paint jobs. So very cool to see it, and hopefully, not just from Lucasi, but others as well, we start to see more of this. I'm sure there would be interest in that. I mean, just looking at the numbers already, he released this on the 19th, and it's already over 1,000 current subscribers. Let's see if we can bump that up here, folks. There is no changing on the color schemes here, so what you see is what you get. But still, great work from Lucasi. Love the FLB work here, and I'm sure he is probably in the works with others, possibly. We'll see how this one goes. Maybe he can be convinced to do more, or maybe a color choice option for this truck. I don't know, maybe. But Harvin as well, still working hard on this truck. This would be just completely bonkers if you could have the stretch frame on it. I know he is working on stuff. I don't know if a stretched frame is one of those things. I have heard rumor mills that there is a stretched frame being worked on, but there is no confirmation on that. So Harvin, buddy, if you're watching and you want to share some details or some hints, by all means, just drop a little crumb here and there somewhere in the comments. And I don't know what the hell that was. Like, I took a deep breath and I hiccuped at the same time. Ooh. Anyway, so I took a little artistic flair with this one. Not so much, actually. Put the straight pipes on there with the turbo wing and put the lights on the steps. I really didn't want to go nuts on this thing with the lights. You can, if you do the grill accessory, this whole side, both sides light up with option spots to put lights. And so you could, this thing could be all yellow lights if you want it to be. Don't see why you would do it unless you're European, and of course then you're going to do that with floodlights all over the damn thing, and because that's what they do for some reason. But here in America, yeah, I didn't really go too bonkers with it, so I kept it pretty much clean and calm, some chrome bits here and there, and that was pretty much it. Also, I have the Harvin steering wheel attachment mod on here, so I've got the SCI wheel, which is not normally, I believe, if I remember correctly, an option, but I do have that with that mod, and I will try to find a link for that one, and so that you guys can go ahead and put that in there. Also, just for the hell of it, I'm going to mention it now, you put that steering wheel creations mod above the truck. Above the truck, guys. I know I'm going to get a comment down there, oh, it crashed, you got to put it above. Oh, I didn't do that. You don't listen to me. But the load today, since I know you guys like that information, carrying a load of meat, and we're going to Ratton, to the Union Pacific Yard. I'm leaving this truck stop here, and this is Tucumcari. That's what it is. I'm at the truck stop here in Tucumcari. So, time for me to shut the hell up and get down the road. Also, before I roll out, Detroit diesel, 500 horsepower with a 13-speed transmission. It's actually 12 plus 1, is what it says. One thing I noticed with these lights on the step, they do not light up until, and it's the light sun's right there, they do not light up until you turn on your headlights. And now they come on. A little bit, okay. They're on a little bit. Not as bright as I thought they would be. Oh well. I am so not used to driving a cab over. Holy crap, that was ugly. Ooh. I need to sit down a little bit too. The seat's a little too high. Alright, let me fix that right now. Let me lower this seat. Immersion brake. C. There we go. That's a little better. That's much better. Okay, so. Oh, have you guys heard the news? Oh, alright. What just happened here? What is going on? Thank you, my CSIO shifter. That completely just borked. I went from 7th to going to 8th, and the shifter apparently decided, okay, now we're going to go into 4th. I had concerns that my shifter was starting to go out. I've been one of the lucky ones. I haven't had any issues here with this shifter, unlike others who have had issues since day one. And recently there have been a couple of glitches here and there where it wouldn't go from low to high, and well, there's an instance where it said, screw it, I'm gonna go from high to low. That's got me concerned. But anyway, as I was saying about the news, you guys have all probably seen the photos by now. SCS leaked, or, well, they didn't really leak. They put out some photos, some teaser photos, and they didn't mention what game. That's what I love about this. They didn't say, they put it on a regular blog, and they didn't tag it ETS2, they didn't tag it ATS, because I've got the ATS blog from SCS on my phone, so I check it every so often. I didn't realize we were going to stop that fast. Oh, it sucks to be you, dude. Who's had that happen before, where everyone just slams on their brakes like that? Okay, so anyway, their blog wasn't under the ETS or ATS. It was just under straight up SCS Blog. And because I've got the ATS section for SCS on my phone, I refreshed it, it didn't show up there. So that leads me to think they didn't tag ATS in this, which was, I thought, a little odd. But they put out photos showing that they're working on a new state or a new map. So right away everyone's, oh, it's ATS, it's ATS, oh, it's Oregon, no, it's Utah. I don't rule out Texas, I really don't. But it kind of made I kind of had to scratch my head a little bit. Why didn't they tag ATS? You know, if it's an ATS map, an ATS state, why not tag ATS? So I'm a little dumbfounded by that one. Chances are, yes, it is an ATS state. It's going to be Oregon or Utah. That's my best guess. I'm going to say 55% Oregon, 40% Utah, and 5% Texas. That's my guess right now. Those are the chances of what the next map is going to be. But it just kind of made me wonder and kind of scratch my head there for a moment. You know, why? Why, you know? So, hopefully we find out here in the next few weeks or in the coming month just what they have going on over there and what they have planned. But the next question is when? How long is this going to take? How long will it be until we see it? I don't know if I really want to answer that question. I mean, I really wouldn't be surprised if we're looking at a December release. I'm really not. You know, and the thing is with these photos, there really weren't any that I've noticed. I mean, I didn't really go over these with a fine-tooth comb. I'm sure others have. But I didn't really take a close look. I didn't notice any discernible facts, discernible things to make it look like this was an ATS thing. That was the one thing I forgot to add in there is, you know, I didn't really notice the roads, but then again, aside from signs, you're really not going to know which is which, road-wise. No cars, so no traffic were in the photos. The scenery was a little on the dry side in some areas, and another one they had a dirt road going down between trees. Okay. You know, it's anyone's guess where this is. It's anyone's guess. So, honestly, guys, I mean, I know you're all hankering for an ATS state. Honestly, though, you know, what do you think the chances are this is the photos that they put out? And I'll put a link in the description so you guys can see for yourself in case you haven't. What do you think this is an ATS state? Or maybe do you think it's a ETS? You know, are we thinking 50-50 here? Are we thinking 80-20 ATS? Being the 80, obviously. I'm thinking it's 80-20, 90-10, somewhere in that area, for that it's an ATS state that we saw, but, you know, with them being so vague on it, I really don't see a point to it. I don't understand. You know you're hungry for it. You know, we're feeling left out, and you're going to be vague and leave us teasers that really don't show anything except for some countrysides and a forklift and a sawmill. That's it. So, yeah, not too pleased, you know. I am pleased that they are making headway on something new. Don't get me wrong, I am. You guys know as well as anyone else, you know, I have been, you know, an advocate for, you know, stop wasting your time on the little stuff. Get us freaking content. You guys, you know, I've been arguing and yelling that for the longest time. And I'm not alone. You know, many of you who still watch my videos have agreed, you know. We don't care about the little stuff. We don't care about state flags. We don't care about guardrails and if they're in the right position or if they're, you know, the correct distance from the road. Fix all that stuff later. Get us freaking content. You know, that's all we really can. That's all we want. So, contrary to what some of the fanboys over on the forums want to say, you know, all we want are obviously more trucks, more trailers, and cargo. You know, I think those kind of go hand in hand, and more roads. I don't care if it's states or you add more roads to the current states. You know, that's what we're hoping for. That's what we expect. Hopefully the next state that we get delivers on it. You know, I really... Alright, here's a question to you guys. Hopefully you listen to this part of the video and you're able to answer. Would you forego getting a new state? Would you be willing to wait longer for a new state if they were to focus on adding more roads, more towns, and more industry into the existing map? So we're going to add in a steel factory. We're going to add in a junkyard. We're going to add in more like Phoenix Freight style locations, or ABC company, or whatever that is, the supply company. It's out in Arizona. We're going to put a couple in California. We're going to do stuff like that. We're going to add in another rail terminal. We're going to add in, you know, whatever else. You know, if they were to add more roads, and I don't care if they're 2 lanes or 4 lanes or 6 lanes, I don't care what roads they are. If they were to add in more roads, more cities, and it's not even necessarily more cities. You can probably get away with adding maybe 1 or 2 per state. That's fine. But industry, adding in more businesses, places for us to pick up and deliver from. If they were going to do that and put off a state, would you guys be okay with that? If they were to go back and do a major revamping of the map as we have it, a major update, because chances are that's what would happen if they were to do that. You guys do remember we had to wait longer to get New Mexico because they did the map rescale. Me personally, I'm 50-50 on that. I could go either way. I mean, take your time to answer on this one, guys. Just don't go right away pounding the keyboard either. Really think about it. Not that SCS is going to answer or listen. You know, they don't watch any of this. But, yeah, I think it's a good question. And it's actually got me thinking what I would be okay with. That is a mighty fine looking vehicle right here. long as I keep it on the road. So if you guys missed it as well, I was out cruising around ATSMP Sunday night with Mr. Moose. It felt alright. It was alright. Euro server had over 600 people. That's the only server that's available as of right now. Lord knows if we're going to have the US server back anytime soon. The jury is still out on that one, it seems. They say it's because of the vulnerability, but for those who are wondering what vulnerability, just Google search Intel chip vulnerability. It'll come up. But they say they shut down South America, Asia, and US servers because of it. Even though, you know, Windows is already updated, many other updates are being done, we still don't have the servers. So, and the funny thing is you know, I'm told they use game servers for their hosting, and I use game servers for my farm sim. Not a word out of game servers about my server or anything like that. So I'm kind of raising an eyebrow here, you know. I mean, everyone knows, you know, certain servers, South America, Asia, and United States, really weren't all that crowded in the first place. I mean, they lowered the amount of people that were originally allowed to be on there because no one was going on. So why keep multiple servers up when you can just roll everyone into one? That's just my thought. But as to this truck and this trailer and this skin, I have to say it's a mighty fine setup. It is a mighty fine setup for sure. I do want to send out a thank you and mad props to Lucasi and Harvin and everyone else that has assisted these guys if needed on any of these items. That is a beautiful setup right there. I'm loving it. Alright, there we go, guys. So thank you all for watching. Hopefully you did enjoy. Make sure you post down in the comments what your thoughts are on the questions I proposed to you guys in the video. Also check in the description for all the links to the skin, truck, trailer, as well as that SCS post I discussed. So until next time, take it easy.